pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Wolf is coming to town. He's making a list, he's checking it twice. He's gonna find out who's been naughty and nice. And Santa Wolf is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping, creep. He knows when you're awake, so creepy. He knows when you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake, please. You better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Wolf is coming to town.
And here we are.
And there we are.
Here we are.
How we doing, Chad? Good to see you.
Yeah, miss you guys.
Yeah. Welcome back.
Well,
Merry holidays.
Dude, I love your glasses, T. It's a little early in the night, though. It felt like it took us quite a while to get to the Rudolph phase last year.
Last year. Yeah, we're starting it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You got naked last year, didn't you?
That's right.
Naked.
It's not a Christmas office party unless someone gets naked.
What I
Typically,
said. That's it. I don't know who's getting naked this year, though.
which usually you don't see that person next when you come back to work the next. That's usually their swan song.
All you find of them is their ass, the Xeroxes of their ass they forgot to remove.
What kind of offices are you guys fucking working in?
Look up.
The wildest.
Yeah, look up. Coming soon. Coming in 2022.
No.
Oh, man.
No.
Oh, we got a bunch of people hanging out. That's cool. And we got Chad Strippin. There you go.
Yeah, it's cool to have everybody back. I was having this like nostalgic moment earlier today. It's the holidays and it's dark out and everything. And you reflect back on the year, and I realized that like everything we've done this year, right? It's been a crazy year, but like Live, right? The whole Wook plus Live started in 2021. Like that was all this year, both seasons, right? So I was like, we gotta have Chad back on and get the whole group and just kind of chill for a little bit and hang out and take a break from like doom scrolling. I don't know about you guys, but it's
I said when I jumped in the green room that I've been doom scrolling for days and I need to just fucking stop, and I'll know what I'm gonna know when I know it.
Wait, somebody keep talking. All right, it's not Chad that has the echo. We'll find it.
We'll find it.
You pesky ass echo.
I think it's just your head. You hear it more than anybody. I never hear it.
I
Maybe
hear
it's your
it too.
headphones.
I'm positive it's Kev. It's always Kev. It is always Kev.
It isn't me this time.
Oh well.
All right.
There's no echoes. It's just you did a little too much tonight. It's okay.
So Trey did an interview today. I guess who actually listened to Sirius and heard it? Great. So let's talk about it.
No,
I did not hear it.
I did hear the snips on Twitter today, and one of the things they were talking about was like the sci-fi soldiers and tying the Fish musical universe together.
I saw that on a show somewhere a month ago.
Yeah, no, I mean that was one, but a lot of people had that theory. I feel like,
okay.
Yeah, no, I think it's a way to kind of.
What happened there? Did he freeze? He just kind of dropped out.
I think it's a way. It's like a new game henge in some ways, right? Like it's a way to kind of tie everything together. It gives kind of the newer version, right? In some ways, we even got a new Iculus, right? And the new Iculus is Holy Blankenstein, right? Like, or at least his different
The
name.
Howling is. I thought the Howling was the bad guy.
No, I imagine that he does the Howling, but I don't know. But no, like Iculus is new, or one of his new many. He really has a lot of different aliases and different things. But Holy Blankenstein is, I think equal to Iculus at this point. And so, right, it is this concept of
Are you kidding?
What are we
No,
talking
not
about?
equal, like on the same level. Like equal, like literally is one and the same. Like it's another name for Iculus.
Correct.
It's how you're like 1 and 1 is like 1 equals 1, not.
I'm
You
And
know.
you guys
slow.
are big Marvel guys and stuff, so I do think it's kind of a trendy thing to do is to have the concept of universe. I mean, if you remember, even we have Kevin designed the Wook Plus universe. You know, at one point. Now it had about 3 rings. It was written on a napkin, and I think some coffee and some bourbon. Was
I have it
on
hanging on the wall right here.
Right? Yeah, but it's the same thing. I think in some ways, Chad. I think you got a point over there.
I was going to go back to 1.0 when Gaiuti first came out. And Gaiuti, everybody said that was part of the Gamehenge universe, that Gaiuti was a character in the Gamehenge universe. So if you want to extend it all, Gaiuti, I guess, would be the Captain America, like the prequel.
No, Gaiuti would be like the Ant-Man, like one of the first heroes post the original 5, and you're like, is he an Avenger now? It's like,
Right.
And I think he is. So now the sci-fi soldiers like Klus Walab is in the same creative universe. Obviously, yes, through Fish, but like actually, literally, is that a word? Like
Literally.
like nothing to do with being written in literature and.
And to then kind of put it into the future, right, and tread it back to kind of what we are looking forward to, would be the idea is in some ways this guy Tom, that is what a cop would say, Tom. But all right, but like but I will say, like, it does to me almost guarantee that the New Year's gag is something related still to
I think they would have
concept.
I think they have to the way Trey works, based. You know what I mean? Like I feel like that's a very strong take.
Do you think that the sci-fi soldiers was as collaborative as Kazad Vox apparently was, where they got in a room together and just wrote it over a few days?
I think it was probably
more so, yeah, because they had the comic and they I think they developed those characters more and like made themselves into
and tried to cater the story to the other past songs. Like, you know what I mean? Cater it to fit in Kazvat Vox and Wingsuit, or is that what it ended up being called? What was the album?
Yeah, that's
Fuego.
album.
Fuego, but like the Halloween set, right? With Wombat
was Wingsuit because that was prior.
Oh yeah,
that's what that was prior to Fuego coming out, right? Which was interesting that they changed the album name, or that never really was the album name, but the fish bill itself said Wingsuit, right? That was what it was
right. And that got tied into the Sci-Fi Soldier. So I feel like they would really lean into that on New Year's. And I'm gonna just keep saying like would or will, and because I don't know, I'm not a fucking prophet, and I'm not gonna tell you what to do, and I don't want to know what you're gonna do, but I want to talk about it because we're nerds and I want to speculate. So half of you will hear will, and half of you hear would, and well, you know.
Would. What were you going to say, Chad? You wanted to jump in there.
I just wanted to jump in that Fish used a couple of Second City writers to develop Sci-Fi Soldiers, especially the comic book, and I'm very proud of that. Like,
awesome.
You feel like it was like one of your guys made it.
Yeah, well, girls, but like that relationship has blossomed since. Like everybody wants to bag on the Second City Harpua from.
Not everybody. I know somebody. I know somebody
because I knew everybody on that damn stage. But I was like,
you know who else?
I'm like, they also.
Oh, sorry. Go on.
No, I'm sorry, but they also went back to that well, and like the relationship of improvisation with comedy and music, like really developed the night that Fish went to Second City when their show was rained out. And it's like they've embraced that and they've yes-anded it. And now we have Sci-Fi Soldier and they use Second City writers to help them with that. I think
I agree with that assessment in the way that it helped and it became a tool, but I don't think it was the catalyst because what year was that? That was 13, 14 into 13, that range.
14, yeah. It was
so 2010 Meat Stick. International Meat Stick with the Broadway dancers, and going before that during the break with Hands on a Hard Body. I think, was the initial catalyst for those types of productions. Then,
Gamehenge is the initial catalyst because he wanted to fucking write
no, I meant of like the big stage production thing, though.
Broadway Fish.
Yeah, Broadway trade. But then got in the writers, and it became a really powerful tool and shifted it. But I think the initial catalyst goes back to when he came back.
No, the initial catalyst was them on SNL in 2002. And you know how I know this? Because Trey told me so in person.
There you go. You were there, weren't you? We got all kinds. We got bags. We got
Tim Ruth is gonna be so fucking confused. He's gonna be like, "Who's this Chad guy? What is he talking about?" You gotta go back, Tim Ruth.
He'll like us now. I think he'll like Chad. I think Tim Ruth will be come around, and it'll be Chad that brings him back. I think.
I don't know who's Tim Ruth.
Tim
He's
Ruth.
my only
biggest fan, man.
Chad, he's the only guy in all of the fish world that doesn't like Wook Plus, if you can imagine. The one guy. I mean, can you believe
The
that?
only guy.
He was the only one, dude. And we found him. He came on and he let us know he didn't, which is fine. It's okay, Tim.
And we're going in 80 countries around the world. You can get us in 80 countries around the world.
He's a huge Eve 6 fan, though, I heard.
Yes, I heard. He was
Oh, hell yeah.
Chad, you hear about that? I'm gonna out fam on international TV.
Tell the Eve 6 story of how
Max of Eve 6
because we
got
still
back
want
to
Max
fam.
to come on and talk to us. We would
Well,
love to talk
it's
to you,
funny as
Max.
shit, though. No, who cares if he comes on? I just want to tell the story because I think it's funny as shit. Oh wait, Tim Ruth is in Eve 6.
Yes, you didn't know that?
No, so Max got back to fam and he's like, yeah, man, I'll come on the show essentially. Like, because this is all based off of fam reaching out to Max and saying, yada, yada, come on the show. So he's like, yeah, I'll come on. So then fam types up this beautiful tweet or message to us for the thread about, holy shit, guys, Max said yes, blah, blah, blah. But then he sent it to Max. So, like, you guys know how fam can get in our thread, too, right?
Yeah.
Like, super Midwest fanboy, which I love, but, like, it's super embarrassing to then go back and send it straight to Max.
Right. Go back and say, great, when are you available? And that's your whole text.
But then he hasn't heard back, so I'm pretty sure that totally screwed it up.
Well, we also were like, oh, this was on Saturday, and we're like, let's get him on the show Wednesday. Come on.
Well, I have a feeling he kind of comes in and out of it, so I'm sure we'll hear back from him in because what's it been? It was in October that we first made contact with him, and then he just recently. So I feel like he's not exactly.
Wook Plus followed Eve 6 for a hot minute.
We're not exactly going through his PR.
Wait, don't anymore. He don't follow Eve 6 anymore.
No, no.
We muted him, and then we had to just drop him.
Here's the deal.
What?
Wait, what is happening?
I have no idea.
I didn't know he did that.
Well, I'll explain my life, Llama. How about this? This is how weird my life's become in some ways and what my poor wife has to deal with. So this is about 8:30 in the morning, right? And this is the randomness of the world now for me. I wake up and she's just laying there. I'm laying there. Everything's calm. And she has to hear me go, the Eve 6 guy texted back. The Eve 6 guy. He's back. He said he texted back. Can you imagine? I mean, the 1990s fammer is really confused right now at what life has become. I know Patton. Exactly. If we had Patton Oswalt, he would show us some love, of course.
Well, that was our key. We thought for sure we'd get them on and settle their feud here live on.
That would have
Wook,
been great.
One of those mending fences.
Celebrity death match.
I can get you Patton Oswalt if you want.
Yeah, Love and Light. Let's go. Settle
Let's
it.
go.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
text me 6 right now and say Patton Oswalt's ready to come on. Where are you?
Start playing him against him.
Oswalt.
That's good.
I was behind him in line one time at a Gelson's. Travis knows what I'm talking
Yo,
about.
if Patton Oswalt came on Wook Plus, it would instantly be the best thing he's ever produced. So
Correct.
that's how you get somebody on your show, by the way. It's Love and Light.
Patton,
the way we're
looking for
going, I
you.
guarantee you he's probably going to be on by March or April because it seems like he contacts us every month and a half or so. And then it's not like we can go through his PR guy. It's not like he has like a Greg Knight or something that we're in contact with. It's just him. So it's like,
Why are you dragging Greg Knight?
Eve 6
into
is
this,
no
man?
good talk. Is what
Don't
I'm going
drag
to do.
Greg Knight into this.
Greg Knight will be their PR guy before.
yeah,
any time
exactly.
before-
Greg Knight will be on 2 times before Eve 6 gets on. So
I
we're
got a
fine
funny
with that.
Greg Knight story. Greg and I were messaging about him doing something with us, and he kept like starting it and then disappearing, like ghosting me. And I was like, dude, what the fuck? And he's like, hey man, I'm sorry, but shit's kind of crazy with Goose. And then like a half hour later, they announced they were postponing. I was like, holy shit, man, you ain't
Oh
kidding.
wow.
You almost had a breaking story there, though. Had you let him know, like a minute beforehand, we could have broke that before him.
It's impossible to have breaking stories when your team is Wooks, because it's just like, man, that would have been good to announce. Nah,
Hey, we have still one of the finest drops of all time. We have heard, if you have been a Wook Plus subscriber from day one, and you can go back and look for it, we have been the few people to hear Epitaph. And maybe someday, the rest of the world will get to hear Epitaph.
Maybe New Year's Eve.
Maybe New Year's Eve would be a great way to bring it back. And in some ways, like the little bit we heard, sounded like it might fit into some sci-fi soldier action. I mean, it felt like it felt right in there, even though it's already in a trilogy. It's already.
Will they play the whole trilogy? Will they open the set with Epitaph and play the 2 other songs?
no, because they already did a Steam New Year's though.
Right.
I don't know.
It would be interesting if that's how it comes out. You know what I mean? It would be kind of fun that way, right? Because the folks, that are kind of waiting for it and have been, if they play the 2, then it's like, oh, man, are they really gonna, bust this finally out? And then
apparently Trey has been rehearsing some bust outs, is what I think I saw on Twitter.
Oh, what bust outs do you think he's been rehearsing?
I would hope that if they were going to bust something out, they did Et tu no bog, or whatever that thing is.
Into the bog
thing.
Into the bog. Yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah,
I always
Washington.
Oh yeah, Washington hasn't. When is the last one of those?
Does Washington even exist?
Yes, it's in the middle. Isn't it kind of in the middle of something now?
I don't know. Like No Dogs Allowed is the instrumental part of that is Now Divided Sky, so you'll never get a No Dogs Allowed probably.
Right, unless
I don't know if any of this is true. By the way, we should fact check it.
No. Why would we do that?
I have a question.
Okay.
Have an answer. Let's see if they match.
Well, thank you, Mom. This is the question for Kevin, though. Did you groom specifically to play Santa at a mall?
No, I did
Because
not.
you look like a mall Santa right now.
But one time when I was 13, I was given $50 to be the Easter Bunny at a mall. While my
Chet,
friends stood there and made fun of me the whole time.
Are you sure it was to be the Easter Bunny at a mall and not just some dude's house?
Are you sure he's not just Santa? Like,
Maybe. I mean, maybe.
we all know he is the energy port.
Well,
Like,
if he
he'll
hadn't
be out there
shaved
fucking-
before and got rid of the mutton chops before, he could have been
Oh,
a
I
full-blown
totally-
Santa
yeah.
by now. Yeah.
Reality is he's
Right.
just an older version of all of us. Like, if you look at this row up here, it's like
It's true.
this is like a timeline of like Santa progress. It was like in the early days, and then
It's big evolution of man in some ways as you go
And
through like
facial hair.
the Darwin poster.
My children hate the beard. That's their main complaint. And they tell me I should dye my hair brown. They say it'll take 20 years off.
No, fuck that. Dude, you're
your
good,
hair is
Greg.
great. Actually,
You're
the
good.
beard you could pepper up that salt, but the hair you should leave. What the
It
fuck are we
washes
talking
out too
about?
against a green screen. I always lose the end of my beard in the green screen.
Llama, what was your answer for Chad's question?
Oh, it was certainly.
Nice.
Wook over would be a good show though. If you just like whooped over someone, like took Wooks and like walk them through a process of either going. No, yeah, Danielle knows that. Gray is
Yeah.
in, man. The Silver Foxes are like, that's a thing, dude. Now that's a big deal. I think I'm saying that because I got plenty of it myself.
Where?
So,
Yeah, where?
It's in there. No,
let's
it's in
take
there.
a.
It's in
Wait, do
there,
you
man.
die, fam? Fam, do you die?
No, God, no. God,
You got a
no.
nice set of
I don't
hair.
believe you.
I
just tried
do.
to-
Fam would never fucking put that much effort into it. It'd be like,
Oh, I see that
I
down
see it.
there.
Yeah,
on
you're
the
right. I
side.
see it
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, dude, I'm Grace, brothers.
You know
man.
what? You know what you do? You tell your kids. You start pointing them out, and you're like, "And this is when you did this, and this is when you did this," and you guilt them into obedience with your gray hair.
We got all kinds of shows. Wook, raising a wook, which is that Kevin just gives parenting advice. Wook makeover.
Kevin's parenting advice is you guilt them into obedience.
I mean,
We
isn't
always
that the
have to
whole
disclaim-
Catholic?
That's why people take them to church. That's why you take your kids to church and you let someone else do it.
I feel like every show we have to disclaimer. Kevin is really a great dad. We say something or
Yep.
Kevin says something that really is like crazy, and you think, my God, how has he raised two wonderful
right, but then he brings
daughters?
up the guilt, and you're reminded that he is a good dad. It's like, there you go.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's how a good dad does it. We all know that.
Two things. First of all, Team Chat is killing it right now. They're awesome. I'm reading them on the side.
Yeah,
And second of
Llama
all,
or Tia, do you guys have access, or do I need to be on chat duty?
Yep.
no, it's
Wait,
been
Yup,
popping up.
Yup is what? Yup, I have
Yup,
to
I
be
No,
on
got
but
it.
second
There you
is,
go.
am I
You
the
know
only?
agrees
Am I
with
the
you.
only person that did a song for the Wook holidays?
Yeah, well, it's actually not the holidays because Kev was like, yo, we got to keep it the holidays, musical, whatever. And I was like, we only have one song.
Two. Well, we ended up with two, but yeah,
We ended up
the
with
whole thing
two.
got shot down, Chad. Yes, it did.
Play mine
Thank you,
again.
Miss Walker.
Play mine again.
Just keep playing that one over and over.
You play yours again. You got a guitar. Why the fuck do I got to do it?
Oh, we got live
I
music.
don't even
it's-
remember. You
Kev,
better
it's a
watch
musical
out.
holidays
You
again.
better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why.
Why?
Santa Wook is coming to town.
Tim, go back there and get on your drums.
Thinking it twice.
No way, man.
You're gonna find out if you're naughty or nice. Santa Wook is coming to town. Like
Nice, Kev. There you go.
I was talking. I learned 5 different songs for Wook Christmas because Kevin told me that we're doing a musical thing again, and I picked one.
And you know how these guys are.
Yeah, it's true.
Whoa!
these
Did somebody
guys
catch
are.
the license plate of that truck that just ran us over?
I think it said
No wonder
KEV.
Eve 6. No, Eve. No, Max. I dare Max to do a Christmas song for us. I dare you, Max. You're
Yeah, he'll have
watching.
it
Right
for
now.
next
Now.
Christmas.
He's a tease, man. He's a tease in us, every, But again, someday we'll have him on. It's going to be glorious, and we can talk all kinds of Patton Oswalt and fish with him, and also makeovers and other weird stuff that we end up talking about. Do we
There
want to
you
talk
go.
about fish more? I don't know. Does
I
fish-
wanted to talk about Christmas songs.
All
It
right.
is a
Go
Christmas
for it.
All right,
show.
let's go.
Do any of you? I know Tim loves going around the horn. Does anybody have any Christmas songs they really love? Because I'm not going to go into Paul McCartney; he's off limits.
All
But
right,
stuff
all right,
that we
all right.
love.
I like Sufjan Stevens' Christmas Unicorn.
You
Christmas
pronounce it
uniform?
Sufjan?
Yeah,
Hold on a second. Hold on. Back up. It's not Sufjan. It's Sufjan.
it's Sufjan. Yeah.
Sufjan sounds better than Sufjan.
I know. I'm okay to be
Don't
wrong.
go
I just wanna
near
know.
that river. Oh,
Wait, how
sorry.
does that one go? What, there's a unicorn Christmas song?
It's not for kids.
Oh, all right.
Oh,
Never mind.
it's not for kids. Well,
I
that
will-
piques my interest.
Kev, what's
So-
your big Christmas song?
Well, I like to split Christmas into secular and religious, and I love the We Three Kings.
I
as
wish
the
everybody else
religious
did. That
song.
would be dope.
I love the We Three Kings.
You're a visionary.
especially Pink Martini doing it. They have a really great version. It sounds like Trey playing guitar. I don't know what the guitar player does, but it sounds like his tune. And then on the other side, I don't know. I think Happy Holidays, which isn't even a Christmas song, but
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it is.
No, in the movie, it was for New Year's. In the movie Holiday Inn, it was for New Year's. Yeah, White Christmas was the Christmas song in that one. That's where White Christmas came from.
I thought White Christmas was the song in White Christmas.
It was, but in 34 in Holiday Inn, White Christmas existed.
I
know
dig the
43. They did White Christmas with
Bing Crosby.
Yes, Bing. Well, Bing was in both of them. He
Danny
was in
Kaye.
Holiday Inn also.
Yeah, I know.
Kaye.
My wife makes me watch that, but they all kind of meld together in like the old Christmas movie universe.
Right.
Like that was the original cinematic universe. It's just like old.
It was. Travis, what you got?
Oh, classical. I like Little Drummer Boy, and then the what's the Good King Wenceslas once looked down on the
Good
beach
King
of
That's a good
Eve.
one. That is.
I
You
love
get a
that.
fucking
Good
mug. You get your fucking pint. You're like,
Yeah, exactly. That one's always a fun.
Kevin, stop dropping F-bombs when we're talking Christmas songs. It just seems bad. It's a bad move.
And then like modern day ones, I don't know. I don't really like any like to your point, Kev, like the Paul McCartney and like kind of all those just drive me crazy. Like I don't know. I'm a classical Christmas fan. I like all the and anything what by like that old like Dean Martin sang or any of those guys sang are always classics. So anything like that.
baby, it's cold.
I like Fam's version of that in the shower, personally.
Definitely.
That was kind of my vote.
I agree.
Thank you.
So what you got, Tim? I know
We're going over here.
Yeah,
I don't know. I love the Bing Crosby, David Bowie, Little
Peace on
Drummer
Earth,
Boy.
Little Drummer Boy.
Yeah, that's probably my go-to. I really like the Snoopy. What is it? The Red Baron.
Linus and Lucy.
Well,
The
yeah,
other
fucking love Linus and Lucy, but also there's one with like Snoopy as the Red Baron with like this like March thing.
What does that have to do with?
Oh
Christmas
yeah,
anyway?
for the Halloween one when he gets on his like thing before he gets.
No,
Yeah.
they have a Christmas one too. They have a Christmas.
Yeah.
one. I'll find it. Mrs. Wook knows what I'm talking about. She's the one that she's in charge of the playlist.
Vince Guaraldi, who is the artist.
Nice,
who-
Actually, though,
no.
Linus the do. That one is probably.
Chad did us a song last year. Which one did you do? Didn't you do one off that album?
It was the ice skating song.
The ice skate. Oh, right,
Yeah.
right, right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
that one's
I
probably
edited that nice ice rink on
the
it.
slow.
Vince Guaraldi's one of my heroes.
Time is here.
But I'm-
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great
I'm,
tune too. Chicago does a great version of that. Go ahead, Chad.
Oh, I'm sorry. My go-to, like, I'm surprised none of you have mentioned Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer yet, because
The Willie Nelson
It's-
version.
any version, because that song actually made my. This is so sad, but like
Let's bring it
Perfect. This
down,
is a-
everybody.
All right, everybody, let's take it down for a minute.
okay.
This is the
I
sad part.
can't laugh when you're talking about something sad. So you're gonna.
No, when one of my grandfathers died, my grandma that Christmas heard Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer and she started crying. It made her sad.
And it became your favorite song.
Did she have an experience with the reindeer?
It became my favorite song because I love it when Grandma cries. No, it's just like it's a weird, like sort
What
of like.
happened to her and a reindeer?
Well, I don't know. I never got that deep into it. Chad, call your grandma actually got run over by a reindeer? No,
I thought
she
that was
died
where
of
you
cancer.
was.
Thanks, Tom. Thanks. No. No, it's actually it's weird because it's like for some reason it invokes family. Like it's a weird song that Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer invokes a family feeling where it's like we're all rallying around
Grandma.
this person who got run over by a reindeer. I'm just saying.
And it's a fun
Three
song. I mean,
lines in it.
for what the lyrics are, it is kind of a fun, to your point, Chad, family fun song. Like it kind of lightens the mood and it's fun. It's like one of those fun sort of Christmas
Yeah, we're all
songs.
drinking eggnog. We're getting
Yeah.
drunk at Christmas together. And
Exactly.
Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
Where's Grandma?
Exactly.
Oh no.
Well, and think about the resilience of Grandpa. I mean,
Yeah.
we're all so proud of
Right.
Grandpa. He is taking this so well.
Yeah, Grandpa took it really well.
They're
He was like,
watching
you know
football,
what?
drinking
My
beer
wife-
and playing cards with Uncle Al.
Right, like I got the love of my life for 50 years got run over by a reindeer, and I'm just gonna, you know what? We're going to the cabin,
What do you
drinking
think?
beer and playing cards with Uncle Mel.
I
Right.
have
That's it.
around,
Yeah,
I have a around the horn question.
Well, we still
Yes.
haven't
Do you
gotten
think-
Fam. We
Oh.
still haven't gotten Fams yet.
Well, this
Oh,
is
go ahead.
pertinent. We'll come back to fam. I want to know who you think what has happened more. More reindeer have been ran over by grandmas, or more grandmas have been run over by reindeer?
Ooh, good question.
I think
Where we starting?
the latter would probably be true in that case.
What
All right,
is
we're starting with Kevin apparently.
that? And I don't know what he means by the latter.
The latter, like, what was the second thing you said? Because that's my
I don't
answer.
know.
Whatever the second thing you said was, is what I agree
That
with.
they've
We don't
gotten
have
run
live
over more
replay, man.
by
Next.
reindeer.
This is
Wait.
typically how people develop opinions nowadays. The last thing they heard is what they agree with. Whatever I just heard, the last thing. Yep, that's accurate.
Yep.
There's no doubt to bring it to. Sadly, yes, more grandmas hit reindeers, I think, than reindeers hit grandmas. I think this is for sure. And I hope. I mean,
Why did I
that's
ask
all right.
that question?
Hold on. Well, okay, I go next. We're going around the horn. I go next.
yeah.
First of all, can we make a poll on Twitter? Have more grandmas hit reindeers than reindeers have hit grandmas? Second of all, I'm going grandmas hit reindeers only because I hit a deer with my car for my first time in my life this
But a
year. So I'm
reindeer and a
going
deer are
grandmas.
different. A reindeer and a deer. Reindeers are only up in the outback, in the tundra,
The
in
outback?
the Canucks.
In the Outback, mate? Good day.
You had your answer,
The
Kevin.
Outback or the
Mute
tundra?
him.
Pick a lane. The
Come
outback
on,
or the
bro.
tundra. Pick a lane.
Dude.
Jesus Christ, Kevin.
Oh man.
Okay, but I
Oh,
will go
God.
back. Here's what I do want to say for a good friend of mine, a friend of all of ours, Lope. My favorite current Christmas song, or like more modern Christmas song, is the modern day classic "Last Christmas" by Wham.
Ooh, good one.
Just truly a modern masterpiece, and that he had me go back and look at the video, which is maybe one of the most awkward videos of all time.
Until he had you show Nip in the
which is the second.
Until you outdid him.
Right, I did attempt to do that, but it is pretty bad.
But
I
that's
am
one of those songs, fam. I think was so unpopular when it first came out that it's kind of run its circle, and now it's become like a cult classic type thing, and like
kitschy.
gotten way more popular. And
I'm a fan. Yes, I'm a fan of, and I hope people we get there one day. That there's a level of like, it's so bad, it's good.
It's
right?
good.
You know, it's so. It's
That's
so
what
hard
us.
to
really
That's
nice.
us.
No.
right. You
We're
know.
so good. We're so bad. It's good enough.
That's really hard to sustain though, because at some point they're gonna be like, I don't know, I'm on to you guys. Isn't the actual like most successful Christmas song by revenue Mariah Carey?
Oh,
Yeah, I think
yeah.
so. I think you're right.
God,
All I want for Christmas is you.
All I Want for Christmas.
Which
Yeah,
is
I
so
think-
funny because for the longest time I didn't realize that was an original. I thought it was just a classic that she like remade, and like resung, and it just got.
Well, that's
I
how
didn't
you know
realize
it's a
that.
good
sounds
song.
timeless, right? It sounds.
Yeah, I just
timeless.
didn't realize she actually wrote it and did it. I was like, wow, that's actually pretty impressive because how often do you get to write a new Christmas song that
A
becomes
hit.
huge?
Right.
Yeah, and becomes like
And
that
the last
big.
ones that were
lot
written
of
was
people
that
tried.
one and Last Christmas, the Wham one, are probably the last two that have become canon.
But like I said, even the last when the Wham one came out, it was tanked. Like it was like nobody like it took a harsh like nobody liked it. It's only come around lately. Like when her song came out, it was like instantly a classic and has been
Instantly.
used for everything. So it's impressive. Like I kudos to her.
I do have to shout out Christmas Time in Hollis, Queens, which is
Oh, yeah.
also
That
an
whole album, that very special Christmas album. Remember when that came out like 1987
Yes.
or whatever it was? That was a great album.
Collard
Mama
greens.
does not remember
they
that.
They rhyme collard greens with Hollis Queens. What more can you ask?
What
for?
more can you ask for?
Trey should write a Christmas album. It's
Oh,
like
no,
always
he
like the
shouldn't.
forgotten
No,
Holland.
he shouldn't, because we'll have to hear it for the rest. I'll have to hear it for the rest of my
No,
life.
and then they'll have something to play over the New Year's holiday, and you won't have to worry about it. They'll just play it then.
Good Lord.
Well,
Well,
don't
yeah,
even have
that'll
to go
make
anywhere.
everybody happy. If Trey
Right?
just plays a bunch of spirit songs and soul songs about
And they did a
Christmas.
30-minute "Oh Holy Night." Fucking
I
rock.
saw.
Dope.
I saw
dope. What are you
Holy
talking
Night.
about?
Actually, I saw the only time they played that, and it was insanely dope.
I saw a little drummer boy jam once in Philly one year at the beginning of the New Year run.
Chad, that was supposed to be my contribution. Kev's like, Tim, you could play for the music show. Just play
Well,
Little
let's hear
Drummer
it.
Boy. I was like, well, that's literally just me and a drum tapping. Like a drummer needs a melody.
And her
You can
bum,
sing.
her bum bum. bum,
Garth
bum, bum,
Wooks sent in a song, but he was sadly rejected for the show. Garth Wooks gave it a shot.
I don't think he was rejected. I think he was missed or forgotten.
Oh,
Thank you,
well,
Steely Tom.
is
again.
that better? I'm not sure that that's better. I'd rather be cut. I'd rather be cut than forgotten. I feel like.
Given the two, given the option.
I don't know, man. There's been a lot going on. It's been
been
a
a long
busy
week.
end of the year, man.
It always
He's okay. He's gonna keep plugging away. He has been for years. You know, Garth Wooks. He's gonna keep going.
Well, she'll be back.
Right.
He'll
He's
come.
got friends in little places, right?
Boy, I was waiting for you to land that joke, Kev, and it just never came.
I paused. Yes,
It
took
just
me too
never
long.
came.
And I don't know another
Good
North
having you
Front
back,
song that I can make another way. Right?
It's good having you back. We're all feeling real positive.
Listen to this, Chad. You haven't heard it though. You gotta think though. This line right here to me. You never follow a wook to alternative places, but you can jam on out
here,
to
I'll explain
Sigma Oasis. So I got wooks in lot places.
That's not bad. I would sign that. I would sign that to a $1 billion contract.
I would put you on my Christmas album.
Garth Wooks.
You definitely got through the next round on American Idol there, fam.
Yeah,
I'm
for sure.
Going to Hollywood.
Also-
I'm going to Hollywood.
Going to
You're
Hollywood.
going,
American Idol.
you're going to Cleveland
Also,
first.
Did
then
everybody in
Hollywood.
this room? Did everybody in this room get Llama and Mrs. Llama Christmas cookies? Because I did, and they were awesome once again. Everybody got them?
I love the
Literally
Christmas
has them right there.
And he answered a question because I had the same Tupperware from last year, and it's been in my kitchen and all year. I'm like, where the fuck does Tupperware come from? Because I completely forgot it was from Llama. And then I opened up the box and this popped out, and I was like, oh.
That's
I
the
love
beauty of
that Tupperware.
It's literally the gift that keeps on giving because when
Right.
you're done with the cookies, you get to keep the Tupperware and use it over and over all year. It's fantastic.
Right?
Damn it.
Yeah.
I don't want to eat while I'm on the air, but you just got me
Yeah,
thinking
you
about
shouldn't
Llama.
be
No,
Cookies.
eat a damn cookie. Eat
Oh.
the cookie.
What's your
Eat
favorite
the
holiday
cookie.
cookie?
Eat the cookie. Eat the
This
cookie.
I'm
one.
always a big fan
What
of
is that?
Fritz ones. Ooh, is that the
Ooh.
peanut butter?
It's got peanut butter vibes.
What were the things with the lemon, Llama? That were like bars.
Yeah, what's that hippie Italian thing? Is that
I don't know,
something
man.
Italian? Felt
What's that
Italian.
hippity-
He
Come
didn't
on,
make
my
the
heart,
cookie.
making my
He
wife
doesn't know what she
cookie.
put in there. Exactly. He wasn't in the kitchen. That was his wife's doing. That's her.
He was doing wook shit.
Exactly. He doesn't know what she cooked.
I don't know.
Before I
D-
shared-
Cake.
Before I shared the cookies, I texted Llama. I'm like, these are cool to share, right? Like, I just wanted to make sure that I was like, I'm not. What am I getting here? But he said they're kosher. They're good.
I
they're
love
fine.
you, Alice P. Tokless.
Fam's wife makes a killer cookie too, though.
Deanna,
Oh.
Yeah.
happy birthday.
Oh, Deanna is a cookie master.
Chad, you've had those cookies.
First
as
time
well.
I met
I have-
Fam,
oh, you're
and
right. They're
Right.
awesome. Yep.
we show up to Deer Creek. First time I see Fam or Chad in person for the first time. And then Fam's like, my wife made cookies. It was the sweetest thing ever. And I had one and it was fantastic. Absolutely
were awesome.
fantastic.
I
Yeah.
mean, there were no 48 tacos, but what are you gonna do?
By
you
the
know?
third one, you were on Mars talking to God.
Yes,
Only
they
'cause it
they
was
were.
so good.
They had a really good recipe, a special recipe. Yeah, that they were made out of. But yeah, that was a great trip. And
Like brown sugar and chocolate
speaking of
chips.
nostalgia, and I will say this, I mean, we're rounding at the end of this year, And like, I think this has been the interesting thing is how hard maybe in some ways it feels right now for everyone. But I do think when you kind of go back and go, okay, 2021, right? Like what was it about? Was it good? Was it bad? Was it, all those things? And like, I just think of all, and if you got a chance to get out to meet somebody that was a friend that you've made, over all of this, and like you got a chance to see a show, you got a chance to whatever it was, like there's so many incredible things that happened this year that like as much as it feels like a crash and burn scenario, I feel like, ultimately and hopefully it's the kind of the last valley before we hit the finally kind of the peak of getting out of this, and I hope that's the case. And so like I just look back at Deer Creek and Dick's, all the trips we've had together as like a crew, and I'm so hopeful and thankful that you guys have the New Year's Eve trip coming up, and like, so not to get all sappy here, but
no, let's get sappy. Is this the last Wook Plus show of the year?
Yeah.
Okay, then let's get sappy.
No, let's do it.
I just want to say in 2021 I left my home in California to move back to Wisconsin to be with my family. And along the way, Travis met me on my way out of LA and gave me a gift. And I'll just leave it at that. That got me all the way across the country. And I love you so much, Travis, for that.
Was it a burrito?
Made it a nice trip.
It was a burrito. Yes, it was a
one
burrito.
Of those, it was one of those
a burrito
neck,
that lasted you all the way across the country.
It was a neck pillow that had a little massage function.
Right.
You would have had such a stiff neck if it wasn't for that neck pillow.
I felt so relaxed.
But Travis, I love you. On my way out, I stopped and I stayed with Llama and Mrs. Llama in Des Moines. And you guys were so hospitable. Llama, you gave me Apple TV and I got to watch Ted Lasso. And I binged an entire season in your basement in one night. So thank you for that.
And play Techno Bowl. You
Totally
guys were
worth
fucking
it, too.
busy.
And we played Techno Bowl and we did some green screen shit.
That was the first production on Wook Plus that was not 100% remote.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Trivia.
Yeah, that was our first. Yeah,
Techno
that was our
Bowl
first.
was the
It's
Yeah,
on
our
location.
person.
Two guys in the same room, and then Fam and Tim. I met you guys at Deer Creek, and I got to hug you both for the first time. I remember Saturday morning of Deer Creek. We're all staying in the same house, and I woke up and I hugged Fam because you looked like you needed a hug. I don't know why. You just looked like you did. And I was like,
Because he
hey,
had slept all night because of all the
all that
snoring
beer
going
off.
on.
well, the snoring was from Tim. Tim did all the snoring. Tim's a snorer.
In my defense, I think I was fucked up because I don't think I usually snore that bad.
Well,
I don't know if
we'll
that's a good
have to
defense,
talk about
though.
that.
The only person who knows if you snore is Miss Wook.
Yeah, and she's in
And
the
me,
chat, so
because
I don't think she
guarantee
should be
you, Tim was
chiming in.
snoring all the time. But my point is that I got to hang out with two of you and Kevin. One of these days,
One of these days,
we're gonna
always
hug.
going to be around. We'll make
Yeah.
it happen next summer.
yeah.
Right?
All right, Travis, go ahead. Be sappy.
We're doing around the horn sap.
Yeah, we're
Sap.
gonna
Yeah.
around the horn
Ready for
Around the
this.
horn.
We're
My
forcing
goodness.
the sap.
We're gonna.
I mean, exactly. Well, meeting you guys at Dick's was phenomenal. That was the first shows. Not only was the first fish shows I got to see all year, after forever, but then actually getting to meet most of you guys there was incredible. I know Llama couldn't make it and Chad, you weren't there, but seeing Kev and Fam and Tim for the first time was awesome. Getting to spend a whole show with you guys Saturday night was fantastic. Doing a live lot from the actual lot at Dick's was epic and fantastic. And meeting some of the
Remember
people
when
we met there was
the
awesome.
tent flew up? Remember when the tent flew in the middle of the
Wait,
freaking
was
broadcast?
That was at Dick's?
Yes, that was at Dick. And
I-
Serious Sean, and Calico, who are in that chat, held down the dam, and Brad's wife and everybody was in there helping hold down the tent,
literally hold
When
down
the
the
mic
fort,
almost
literally
fell
holding down the
away.
fort for us. That was incredible. And
Oh.
yeah, and
I feel
taking
like
the
that same
pictures,
thing happened
Brad
in
taking
AC.
pictures. which turned out to be awesome. Like it was so fun. And then getting to do fall tour and getting to meet even more people like Abby and what's his name? Her boyfriend and Brian, thank you.
What's
Drawing a
his
blank.
name?
And then seeing Skoy, like getting to meet Skoy finally was awesome, and running into him in Phoenix and then flying to San Diego with him, like ended up sitting next to each other on the plane, which was just epic. And I mean, it was so fun. There was just so many, and then meeting just random people. Like at Santa Barbara, I met this couple from Hawaii who I ended up sending some swag to, and I just got a huge box back from him of Christmas cookies and a handmade oven mitt that he made, his wife made for me, and stuff. Like, it's such a,
awesome.
you know, like we joke about it all the time about kind of the toxic side of things and how crazy Twitter can be and the timeline gets nuts, but you know, sometimes it really is a beautiful community and there's some really cool people out there. And even like getting to meet Emo and getting to meet Harley and stuff at Dick's and stuff, like it's those people. And like, you know, you get to talk over Twitter and stuff, but then when you actually get to hug each other and see each other and Baker and like, it's just
so many of the people that watch and we've connected with through this, we got to meet this summer and it was incredible.
And it's just so amazing. And I look so forward to a time when like we're not in this COVID bullshit anymore. And I actually, you know, we can travel and see shows and find and run into people and go on runs and do more than one show, and then actually not even see people at shows, but like see them out in the real world and you know, in different settings and different things. And you know, it's just, but yeah, to that point, it's been a hell of a year. And you know, again, when we started this thing, who knew it would still be going now and we'd still be friends and still be talking to each other and not break up the band yet and still be going and still having so much fun. I mean, I have so much
we
fun.
haven't
with
had the Beatles moment where like, fuck this.
Oh, we
exactly. And you know, like it's been a rough couple months, especially since fall tour.
We've had a
work
few
and just
Beatles
shit,
moments.
and you guys are there. Like Wednesdays are fun. Doing things are fun. Like you guys pull me out of the funk sometimes. Like
wait, but I do want to address that toxicity thing though, because I can forgive everybody and not get hung up on that in hindsight, right? Because we're all going through shit this year that nobody like, and so it's the one thing that kind of unifies us. So yeah, people have shit takes and people punch up and down and it's toxic, but I kind of understand that we're all just going through shit. So it's like, I feel like my resolution going into next year is to not jump to attack and not be so hard on everybody because we're all going through some fucking shit. And if you think you're alone, you're not. And you got to put yourself in other people's perspective and be like, you know what? I get it. It's fine. I'm not going to get
the biggest thing, you know, like you never know what everyone else is going through. Like you read shit on Twitter and you read shit on the timeline, and just because someone like you don't know the backstories and you don't know who they are and you don't really know what is going on in someone's life. Like you don't know everything else in their world. So
you
it's
always
hard,
get to
you
see
know?
the good
like,
stuff. People always put the good stuff on social media, and they never put the. Except for Fish fans on Twitter, we put it all out there.
It's nice to have you guys, because regardless of what's out there, or like what I see or what what you guys see or what we post, we have a sounding board with each other, and like we're able to like. I mean, a lot of people don't see it because like backstage or like our Saturday meetings or like green rooms and stuff, like we're able to like really be there for each other and help each other out and bounce things off each other. And no matter what's going on in our personal lives, like I said, you guys we've all been there for each other lately, and it's something special. And it's like, it's pretty cool. And for 6 strangers who just met over Twitter and over the internet to do this crazy thing have become so close and such good friends, and then built this community of fans that have become close to us and good friends to me. And so like it's amazing. It's amazing.
I have a request. I want every time that Travis from now on makes a sincere, heartfelt point, he has to put that glasses and nose on.
Right.
Like it has to
really
like he just has to like he's like, I love you guys, and he has to put that thing on. I just want that like year round.
It's just like we talked about. It's just that thing you never know, like it's serious, but it's also fun. So,
that's us. Yeah. Again, like we talked about, like that's, I mean, we do kind of, if anything, you see us, like this is who we are, whether it's like not our real names on here or not, like these are us, like the good and the bad. And we probably like Kevin said, we've had, just like I think any group like this have had good and bad moments. But what I think we've also gotten to a point is like and it's as close as I'll ever get to like a brotherhood, you know, of like a brothers and sisters that
100%.
Or
Right,
like
you
the
know.
Freemasons.
No, but you
or
guys
something.
specifically, like I know we want to include Team Chad and all the greater
I
community,
think
and that's great
that-
because I love all of them, right? Like the Makitas and Skoy and Harley and Danielle and Father
Where are the
Chris and everybody.
Makitas
I don't want to
tonight?
name them because there's so many, but
Because you'll forget them. I know it's like
Right,
a
I
thank you
know,
speech
but
at the Oscars. You're like, I know I'm
specifically
gonna
you-
forget somebody, but I love you all.
But specifically, you guys, though, I want to take a second to just be like focused. I've become my brothers, and that's exactly the word I would use. Is this family? Because it's not all friends and happy-go-lucky all the time. Like we fucking tell each other the truth, right? And there's like a tough love sometimes, but I don't know how I personally, I don't know how I would have gotten through the last year or two without it. So I'm forever grateful.
I love that you, Tim, that 30 minutes before this show started, that you asked me to come on.
Yeah, well,
but honestly, because my internet has sucked and I haven't been reliable, like that, and that's why I'm not contributing. It has nothing to do with my love or hatred for this group or us or our creative process. It's because I'm in a basement in Wisconsin and my internet sucks, and I don't want to be unreliable.
Have you thought about changing your name to Wayne?
Chad's World. Excellent.
It's a Kevin. It's a Kevin button. It's a Kevin button.
I don't have it up. I don't have it
Damn
up.
it, Kevin! Thank
Pretty
you.
good.
But I mean,
Yeah.
and to that point too, Tim, for every like, even even we joke about him, but even Tim Ruth, I mean, who knows what that guy's going through? So even like, you
Right.
never know. Like, you can hate on us too, but you don't know the backstory of people.
I
and
love
hope he's
Tim
doing
Ruth.
okay.
That was,
Yeah, Tim Ruth's one of my favorites. I love him in Reservoir Dogs, especially.
and Twitter people, I feel like I'm preaching to the choir here, because our chat is amazing. The people that follow this show are amazing, but just remember to be kind to one another. Like that's what this whole scene has always been about, from the dead to fish to whatever the next step is. Like,
you know what I think
just be
changed,
nice.
Chad? I think what I think changed over the years is that it used to be you were assumed to be a friend and you had to prove that you were evil, and then you became the enemy. And I think society, and at least like on Twitter, what I see is you're assumed. It feels like there's an assumption
Guilty
of
till proven
enemy,
innocent. Right.
and then you have to prove you're on the same like page. But the thing is, none of us are 100% on the same page because we're not all a monolith. Right? Some are more liberal, some are.
When we started this, Tim and Chad told me this after we'd been together for a while, that they weren't sure whether I was a Trump person because I kept passing Biden in the primaries. And I was like, no, I just was fucking such a Bernie guy. I was like, fuck that. And they were like, we weren't sure if you were a Trump guy or not.
Well, that aside, when we all started this, it was in the middle of a stupid pandemic, and we had nothing else to do.
We started before the pandemic.
Yeah, it was
That's the silly
Just
or
before.
serendipitous thing,
I mean,
though. Is
just before.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah,
but we didn't plan on doing this. It was because of the pandemic that we ended up doing these live shows and doing what we're doing now. Because originally we were just going to do like the produce things.
And that's when I say this, I guess that's what I mean.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, when I say this, I guess that's what I mean.
Because this is what it's evolved into.
And it's
more.
like,
where's it gonna go next?
And we all became such good. We all became such good friends and brothers, like Tim said. And I just want to point out that I did solve a Rubik's Cube in the time that we've been doing this. Like, I'm just saying.
Very nice.
I mean, what's crazy is because, Wook Plus 1.0 was supposed to be a lot more produced bits and a lot more things. I mean, we were never going to do a live show. That was never part of it. But the pandemic kind of made us do a left turn. And so, our whole 1.0 era has been doing these live shows. And then we took the lot because of dams and took the lot on. And then that sort of evolved into live. And now we're kind of, getting ready to evolve into something else. I think, like, stay tuned for 2.0.
I think we're there, honestly.
Yeah.
I think this is the moment. The next 10 days are going to change everything, right? Like in the country and a bigger picture, but I feel like also with us. So I don't even know what it is, but I'm curious to see it, and I'm looking forward to
Folks,
trying something new.
the narrator chimes in. It's a lot of hype about nothing. We aren't changing.
Speaking of.
I still think it needs to say "coming never."
It does.
You're right. This has been going on for a year.
It's our tagline.
All right.
All right. So you go ahead, Chad.
I was just gonna ask Llama why he has a green screen behind him if he's not gonna use it.
He didn't want to bleed
Holidays.
out with his shirt.
It works twice a year: Christmas and St. Patrick's Day.
Yep.
Well, is this not Christmas?
I was gonna green screen it, but then the shirt wouldn't work, so I was like,
That's true, because usually it's just my face behind him, giant Travis face, and then that would have been on
that
his
is
shirt.
true.
Too.
Yeah, that's kind of my thing. A green screen with Travis's face.
Fam, you think we should keep going, or you want to start to wrap up?
You guys. I was going to say you guys all did your mushy feely things, and I was going to say you guys are all pretty cool, and we did some greetings for the end of this. Maybe we should run the greetings. We have J.M. Hart doing a song.
Oh, wait, Kev, you're pulling it?
What? I don't know.
I don't know. Like, you just
an
went
hour.
out there.
You said
Like,
an hour.
oh, we're
You just
closing
went
it?
director.
Damn, Kev.
You said an hour, right?
I guess that's what we're doing.
We're still like 5 minutes away, though, aren't we? Like you
Yeah.
don't have to go right at
We
it.
go longer.
don't
It's the
at
end of the
all.
year.
It's the Christmas party. No one
Party,
has a Christmas on time.
After party.
God,
dipping into
yelling
punch-
me when I
I'm dipping
always
into
want
the
to
punch
get
bowl.
along.
I'm going
and-
punch bowl.
We should run the ending and then just not end the broadcast.
There you
Just
go.
come back.
And then it's,
I
then
like
it's,
that idea.
it's the
I like that
after
idea. Run
party.
Run
Just
it.
do the
I
green
like
room.
that
It's the
idea.
after
We're gonna
party
stay
at the
here.
office.
The green
stay
room
right here.
live.
Yep.
We'll
I like
back
that
in a
idea.
minute.
All right.
Holidays from the Famer family.
Happy
Aw.
holidays. From the Hogan family to yours. Merry Christmas.
And Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas.
Maybe next year, who can say? Maybe Christmas will fall on a Saturday. And I'll be home with you. Pretty paper and some tinsel too. Christmas Eve at the Union Stop. Family smiling, going into the shop. Well, I'm alone, oh, I wish you were here, so I could hold you instead of this bear.
Happy holidays to all of our friends at Wook Plus.
And everybody out there in the scene, everybody here at Blackberry Jams loves you. We want to wish you a happy Kwanzaa, even though the dude who founded it is not the greatest. And we also wanted to say Merry Christmas, but like you don't have to celebrate that. We're sorry that we missed Hanukkah.
The happiest of New Year's, especially to all of the folks that are traversing and heading to YEMSG, and be safe out there.
Be safe and have a happy holiday from everyone here at Blackberry.
On the train, watch the trees go by. Snow on the ground, darkness in the sky. Wish this ride was taking me home. But you know I'm out here and I'm bound to roll. Maybe next year
Who can say? Maybe Christmas will fall on a Saturday, and I'll be home with you. Hold some pretty paper and some tinsel too.
What's up, Wooks? Happy holidays. I'm RJ from Osiris. Just wanted to say happy holidays to everyone at Wook Plus and across the Wook Plus universe. We appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for all the entertainment that you guys bring throughout the year and for supporting the stuff that we do as well. It's great to have you as part of the community. And to the Wook Plus audience, stay tuned. There's a bunch of really cool stuff coming from Osiris in early 2022. So we look forward to talking to you all soon. Have a great holiday.
Maybe next year, who can say? Maybe Christmas will fall on a Saturday.
RJ gets it. Wook Plus Universe.
And I'll be home with you. Pretty paper and the tinsel too. Oh.
Fam, Axe Wody here. Just wanted to pop in real quick and pass along some warm and heartfelt season's greetings to you and yours from me and mine. And just stay safe out there. Remember to drink water, and I love y'all.
Happy holidays!
Remember to drink water.
Thank you all. Thank you all.
Definitely drink water.
Wait, what's that?
From the
Wait, oh fuck, there's a post-credit scene?
Richard Cheese. It's Christmas in Las Vegas. Maestro.
Man, I know we said Fam got through for singing on American Idol, but Kevin, this was America's Got Talent. You just got through as well. I'm really impressed that you were able to lip sync that whole damn thing. It looked like good, and even got the little ding, 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 like the little things in there. That was great. Good job. Well done. Well played.
Right? Dude, YouTube, if you're watching, do not flag us for that. Do not flag us for that. That needs to live forever.
Oh, is he muted?
I think it's his mic.
Yeah, it's they're gonna flag us for it, but only no ad. I already uploaded it and
That's
checked.
all right. We don't make any money doing this shit.
Right.
Well, right.
Yo,
but...
and how nice was fucking Jam Hart's song too? That was awesome.
Yes, and
That
it
was fantastic.
Yes,
You crushed it.
It's so cool to have original music from somebody we just talked to kind of take it out, and then the greetings were so sweet too.
And I believe that song's available on his Bandcamp. If not, yell at me in the chat, Jonathan. I think it is on his Bandcamp page.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
no, it was awesome. But that was fun tonight. I liked the office party. It was a cool way to kind of end the year and not have to worry about shit, you know.
It was great. It was very fun. It was nice.
We do good. So I guess
we're gonna forget. We're legit gonna forget that we're live.
At
least I am.
Yeah, this is a terrible idea. You know that. Yeah. This is so bad.
We should just end it now and thank everybody for watching.
All right.
Thank you.
Unique.
All.
All right, bye guys.
Happy holidays, everybody. We love you all. See you in 2022.